Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Jujutsu Kaisen has quickly built a reputation for its earth-shattering fight scenes. Here are 6 of the best from Season 1. Jujutsu Kaisen was one of the standout hits of this anime season, introducing us to Yuuji Itadori and his fellow Jujutsu sorcerers, and the various curses they found themselves up against. Among the interesting character dynamics, intriguing story and stunning animation were some incredibly memorable fights. With characters that range from compelling curse technique users to those who instead rely on trained physical abilities, there is a wide array of exciting sorcerers who put their life on the line to exorcise curses. Let's take a look back through Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1 and highlight the best fights the supernatural shonen had to offer. Gojo vs Sukuna. While Gojo's initial bout with Sukuna was probably the shortest fight of the season, lasting only 10 seconds in the anime's real time, it was still one of the most exciting. What it lacks in length, it makes up for in fantastic action sequences and delivers some context on what Jujutsu sorcery is and how it looks when implemented in battles. Yuuji, who becomes Sukuna's vessel after consuming one of his fingers, is prompted by Gojo to unleash the King of Curses. The purpose was to gauge Yuuji's control, to see if he could regain his body after forfeiting it to Sukuna. Though fans wouldn't learn more about the techniques they witnessed until later on, including Gojo's Limitless, the fight still showed off what these two titans were capable of. Maki vs Mai. Maki Zenin is a fierce competitor, motivated by spite towards her family that didn't believe she was worthy of the Zenin name. She is incapable of using cursed energy or even seeing curses without the aid of special glasses. Still, as we would see in the Kyoto Sisters School exchange event, she completely dominates every fight with the Kyoto students. Maki first clashed with Miwa and after defeating her and claiming her sword, Maki faced off with her twin sister Mai. It's fair to say there is some bad blood between the twin sisters, and as they fight, those reasons come to light. Mai reveals the true reason she had resented Maki for so long was that she felt her sister had abandoned her after promising they'd always be together. However, when Maki chose to pursue becoming a Jujutsu sorcerer to prove her family wrong, the same expectations were placed on Mai, who had no desire to be a sorcerer. Even though they both laid the truth on the table, there will still be plenty of mending before their relationship improves. Maki's battles are unique because they show that Jujutsu sorcerers can fight without cursed energy. She has expert martial arts abilities, heightened physical strength and a mastery of several different weapons at her disposal, making her arguably more interesting to watch than the battles where cursed techniques were used.
And there's more!
Gojo vs Jogo. Naturally, Gojo would have another fight amongst the top. After all, he is the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer we've been introduced to. His fight against Jogo was the show's first full-length Jujutsu battle and it did not disappoint in any way. It laid down more rules that govern Jujutsu sorcery without seeming like a lecture amidst an amazingly animated clash. Not only do we get to see Gojo go all out for the first time, but he also explains how domain expansion works. After the cursed spirit Jogo foolishly targets Gojo, hoping to defeat him without the need to use the prison realm as Stu had planned, he is immediately made to regret his decision. Jogo starts to realize his mistake when his attacks don't leave a mark on Gojo at all. Noticing the cursed spirit's confusion, Gojo reveals his limitless curse technique, which places an infinity between him and his opponent, making it veritably impossible to land a hit on him. Though Jogo unleashes his domain, the match is decided when Gojo takes off his mask, releasing his domain expansion, Infinite Void. Megumi vs Special Grade. It's no secret that Fushiguro Megumi has vast untapped potential. His latent ability is so great that Sukuna found it worthy of comment and is currently watching his progress in great anticipation of what is to come. Megumi scratched the surface of his potential during a fight with a special grade curse identical to one earlier in the season that had essentially defeated him and Yuuji. Megumi initially struggles to keep pace with the curse's movements even with the Shikigami of his 10 Shadows technique, and it looks like the end when it finally lands a solid hit on it. After thinking back on a conversation with Gojo, the usually calm and collected Megumi laughs maniacally and unlocks a whole new level of strength. This is our first glimpse at the potential Gojo and Sukuna both sense in Megumi, with the latter even smirking when he senses the power. Megumi creates a partial domain expansion, Chimera Shadow Garden, which gives him the distinct edge as he unleashes an endless stream of Shikigami and exercises the special grade curse.
Q.
Yuuji and Nobara vs Cursed Spirit Brothers. While Megumi is fighting for his life, and unlocking some of his exciting potential, Nobara and Yuuji find themselves in a fight against two cursed spirit brothers, quickly falling victim to their technique. The elder brother, Eso, reveals that their technique slowly decays the victim until they die. Nobara realizes she is now linked to the brothers and curses herself with her resonance in a bid to get them to lift their curse, linking her body to theirs. What follows is probably the show's most artfully directed fight scene yet. Free of the cursed spirit's technique, Yuuji and Nobara attack the brothers in a relentless flurry of blows and curse techniques that culminates in the two of them pulling off a simultaneous black flash. This fight shows off Nobara's steely resolve and how far she has progressed as a sorcerer in her short time at Jujutsu High and since the exchange event, proving her training sessions with Maki and Panda paid off. Yuuji and Toudou vs Hanami. The exchange event was interrupted after Mahito and his team of cursed spirits and curse users infiltrated Jujutsu High's barrier. One of the best fights of the invasion, and the season, comes when Yuuji and Toudou come up against Hanami. The clash initially begins with Toudou staying on the sidelines until Yuuji successfully lands his first ever black flash. Afterward, the two deliver a masterclass in teamwork that almost has you believing they actually are brothers like Toudou claims. Toudou's analytical skills and unique position swapping curse technique coupled with Yuuji's relentless attacking power would have spelled instant doom for any lesser opponent, but Hanami proves incredibly capable. Yuuji manages to unleash a nearly unprecedented 4 consecutive black flashes as the duo continually chips away at the curse spirit. Hanami is eventually forced into attempting a domain expansion but quickly abandons that plan once Gojo arrives on the scene. This match is Jujutsu Kaisen at its best with fluid animation, carefully choreographed hand-to-hand combat and innovative uses of curse techniques and concepts laid down much earlier in the show both by cursed spirit and sorcerers alike. It also showcases Yuuji's exponential growth from his time training with Gojo and his short time sparring with Toudou. And so our today's top has come to the end. Dear viewer, thank you so much. Thank you for watching and for your likes. I will waiting for you again, when you want to find an anime to watch.